A few months ago, my friends and I started playing Stardew Valley, and I was hosting the server, which was a bad idea because every once in a while I'd go AFK for long periods of time. So my friends kept complaining because apparently they couldn't advance to the next day without me actively playing the game. So I decided to learn a new programming language and write a script that would allow me to play the game without actually playing the game. Which sounds really interesting, but it's stupid and useless, like me. Every night you have to manually go to sleep and sometimes confirm events such as leveling up or selling items. But if I'm hosting the server and I'm AFK, which means I cannot leave the game, nobody can get to the next day until I'm back. The first thing I had to do was make the character go to sleep at some point during the day. I tried using something called Cheat Engine to find a memory address in which the time was stored. And after a quick Google search I found the time format, and surprisingly I managed to find the memory address I was looking for. After some failed attempts I realized that this is not gonna work, so I had to find something else to work with. And that's when I found something interesting called OCR, which means Optical Character Recognition, and it basically takes an image and turns it into text, which was my best option at this point. I started out by using a script which returns the mouse coordinates to find the position of the time on my screen. The script automatically takes a screenshot of that, and then the OCR takes that screenshot and tries to turn it into text. As you can see, the first few attempts were unsuccessful because the font in the game is pixelated and kind of hard to understand. But when I got to 6:30 AM, the results were quite satisfying, even though it says 6:30 OM and a weird square symbol at the end. Now here's a time-lapse of me trying to write the code with as little mistakes as possible and failing miserably.
I love you でもやっぱりマンコが一番ぬるぬる毎日入れたいな別のは何も入れたいかもしれないな
What you're seeing on your screen right now is the first test, and it might seem like it worked perfectly the first time, but unfortunately it did not, and that inflicted pain and suffering on my soul. After fixing all the problems, I had to make the script press the OK button when you sell items. But because of the weird and pixelated font, the script wouldn't actually detect what it says. At this point I thought about giving up, but somehow I was determined to finish the project, and I'm still asking myself why. After playing around with the screenshot, I ended up cutting the top of the image until the OCR would detect the text WH, which is not what I expected, but it works and it's consistent. Another annoying obstacle was the fact that animals would sometimes make baby animals, which would trigger a dialogue that I had to skip after detecting the following text on my screen.
During the Nicht zat dawn of birth to a bocht goat, SS.
Then I had to confirm the name of the newborn animal by clicking another OK button using the same method as before. Sometimes when leveling up you have to choose a profession by clicking one of the two options available. To do that, the script clicks the option on the left after reading the text profession. Since my level was maxed out, I had to find a random YouTube Let's Play to get the normal level up screen, where you just click OK. After dealing with that, it was time for the final test. And it's been a few months since I started this video, and not because of my incapability to code, but because of my incapability to do a voiceover. And because it's been so long, my friends are not playing anymore, so I had to test this all on my own.
I don't need friends, they disappoint me.
In case you're wondering, no, I probably won't play this ever again, so I wasted my time. And I also added a picture that pops up to tell me that the bot is no longer running. And it also reminds me of my constant state of agonizing pain.